Hi, welcome back to Tammy Talks About. I want to start today by saying a huge thank you. A couple of days ago, I hit my 100 subscribers, and I'm blown away by that. If you had told me 2 weeks ago when I started putting my first video out that I would have 100 subscribers in that amount of time, I would have said no way. So I want to just start by saying a huge thank you. It just amazes me, and I promise I'm trying to learn more every day and get better every day, and I want to continue to grow and become better at this and give you the quality you deserve. So thank you. So let's get into today's video. If you saw my videos where I did the comparison between AH and the ways that a narcissist manipulates their partner in a relationship, then you'll be ready for today's video, because when I was researching that, I started thinking about, and I've had this thought from time to time, did she purposefully target Johnny? And so I decided to just do a little more research and see what we could find out and talk about it. So let's get into it. So the first thing that came to mind when I thought of this topic was the pictures that are out there everywhere, and we've all seen them, where she started dressing like Johnny. And there's even the statement from one of her former assistants that when they first started getting together, she started redecorating her home to meet the taste of Johnny. And look, we've all, when we start dating someone or in a relationship, we all tend to maybe start liking things that we may not have been interested in before, because that new partner brings it to our attention. But I've never went to the step of decorating my home to match theirs. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to do that. And it just seems a little excessive to me. And that kind of stands out as something you just kind of notice. And, well, even in Johnny's witness statement, he says, she bombed me with what appeared to be love. And I think that was part of it. I think that's, as we go a little further, you'll kind of see what I'm talking about. I think that she pretty well had a plan from the beginning. And I've said many times, any of you who are in this community, I believe that she went into this knowing what she was doing and with a plan. And I stopped short of saying that I believe she wanted to be the widow of him. There's no proof of that. That's my own personal gut feeling. But it's just very frightening, and I'm so relieved that he got out of this. But let's keep going. There's also, I found where, according to People magazine, Johnny told the audience at the 31st annual Santa Barbara Film Festival, and this was on February 4th in 2016, and he was being honored by Dom Perignon as the recipient of the Malton Modern Master Award. But he said to him, "She was in my head, so I tracked her down. We tracked each other down. Actually, incidentally, it was amazing." The first part of that statement, she was in my head. So from the time he met her, she done something to work into his mind. And I'm sure he was physically attracted to her to begin with, but there was more to it. There had been already that little seed planted in his mind. And then when him and Vanessa split, he started looking for her. And we tracked each other down. She was in a relationship with Tasia Van Reese at this time. So, and I did see a picture where they were exiting a plane, Johnny, AH, and Tasia. They had been to Las Vegas, I believe is what the picture was. But I feel like that she was working already at this point. And as we go a little further, you'll see what makes me think she was possibly targeting Johnny. Johnny even said in that witness statement, he said that she seemed to be very interested in him and his work. the sad thing is that he finds out later on that she'd never seen a single movie he'd ever done. And the thing is that Johnny is known worldwide as a movie star. And while he is an amazing musician, he's an amazing artist, the thing is that anyone who knows the name Johnny Depp knows he's a movie star. That name is associated with movies, with great movies. So for her to basically pretend that she was interested in his work, but yet had never seen one of his films, that tells me that she was working an angle when she makes these statements to him. Because why would you say that if you've never seen anything of his? There's no reason for her to say that she saw his movies other than that she's trying to accomplish something. And as we go further in this, I think you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, so when I went back to researching, I came across an article that I found very interesting, and I think really speaks to the fact that I truly believe she's targeted. Let me just read a little bit from this article. Is from the Hindu, and it's an article titled "Johnny Depp and Amber Heard: From Romance to Rancor: The Complete Timeline." And this was published on July the 24th of 2020. And they start with that in 2009 they meet on the set of The Rum Diary. In 2010, she publicly states that she's bisexual, and at that time that's when she was with Tasia Vannery. Now that same year, and this was published on September 8th in 2010, Forbes.com ranked Johnny as Hollywood's highest paid actor with an estimated $75 million in earnings. That right there is what I believe made her go from when she met him on the set of Rum Diary, possibly being interested, knowing that he could further her career, and knowing that, just even being associated with him would help her in her career. But I think once she realized the kind of money this man had, I think he became her goal for her next conquest. And the fact that comes out in September 2010, and The Rum Diary premieres in October of 2011, and she states in her witness statement that they started seeing each other at the end of 2011, early 2012. So I think he had been on her radar for a while at this point. I really do believe that she found out the kind of money he had, and she decided, I'm going after him. And if you think about it, when we know that as early as a month into their marriage, she was already seeing Muskie. So, in my last video, I talked about how with narcissists, they always have something bigger and better on the horizon. And so she's with Tasia. She meets Johnny. She finds out the kind of money Johnny has. And so she just kind of keeps herself in the picture, keeps herself in his head. She gets with him, and she somehow manages to get him to marry her. And she already has Muskie. So she's got that bigger and better. She's always going for that bigger and better. And it amazes me how all these little things quickly add up to reasonably say she had targeted him. And what's so sad is that when we're in these kind of situations, and we've all been in a situation where we don't see the person for what they are until we're already in a relationship. And sometimes it's easy to get out of, sometimes it's not. But for Johnny, unfortunately, he was in deep once he realized what she truly was. Thankfully, he did get out of it, and I don't believe that she ever thought that all of these accusations, everything about this, I don't think she ever thought it would be made public. I don't think she believed he'd fight her back. I believe that she got to know him somewhat filming The Rum Diary, and she realized the kind, caring, gentle man he was. And for her, those weren't good qualities. For her, those were qualities of a man that was an easy target. And so, you know, it's really sad. And for me, in researching this again, you know, I've had to go through and listen to all these audios again, and it just really breaks my heart. And when Johnny has that aha moment after she claims that she thinks he'll probably put out the fact that she was a stripper, you can hear it in his voice. It's not just anger, it's a hurt. You know, he says to her, I'd give them, that's it. I'd give them, I'll see you in court. I'll see you in effing court. I never told anyone that. You effing trusted me with that. And I never effing told anyone that. I don't think he's just angry that she's saying this. I think he's hurt that she would even dare to think that even after all this, he would abuse her trust. I think he realizes in that moment that she never, ever once knew him for the person he is. And it's just really sad when you listen to it. I just really, I hate it for him. But I do hope that maybe from all of this, even though he's had to suffer through all this, that some good will come from it. That he will possibly help someone else who's in this situation, and it will give them the courage to get out of it or to fight for their own lives back or whatever has happened to them. So, as I said the other day, let's put some positive out every day for this trial that's coming up. Let's put into the world that 2021 is going to be the hashtag year for justice for Johnny Depp. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, I would love for you to subscribe. If you haven't, please share this video. Put a thumbs up. You know, help me to grow. Help me to make this channel into the channel that I'd love for it to be, the channel that I'd love to give you. I really love doing this. With every video, I fall in love a little more. So if you would please just get it out into the world. Let's move this on up the charts. Let's go from 100 to 1,000, you know. And I thank you. I thank you for spending time with me. I thank you for taking part in this. And by the way, you know, what do you think? Do you think she was targeting him, or do you think that she got into it and then decided to target him? Also, what would you like to talk about? You know, I'm going to be talking about different things. I'm already branching out a little bit, but just tell me what you'd like to talk about, and let's see what we can find out. Thank you, and until next time, be blessed, and I'll see you again.